In today's Leeds news, the Supporters Advisory Board slammed the ownership. Leeds players respond to online video. Leeds board emergency meeting taking place. And top line review of yesterday's defeat. Hey folks, Stu here at The View on Monday morning, the 1st of May. Not a great day, not a great weekend, and not a good PR optics look for Leeds United. Unfortunately, it's been a bad couple of days. There's been a lot of low points in my support of Leeds United over the years, and yesterday is up there with a lot of them, for lots of reasons. We'll go to some of them. We're going to start off with this, and we'll start off with the Supporters Advisory Board statement yesterday that came out via the Square Ball. And what the SAB have basically done is they've released a statement that pretty much condemns the current management and ownership of Leeds United on the basis of an awful lot of stuff that's happened over the last 14 months. The SAB last night released a statement of no confidence in the Leeds United management and ownership. The statement basically reacts to the poor form and lack of results in the last couple of months, when a very important period of time for Leeds where they needed to get results. It basically says that they've supported some of the main decisions the club have made over the past 2 years in order to kind of back the club, knowing that maybe it would help the club grow, which doesn't seem to be the case. They said that the fans have supported Leeds United and will continue to support Leeds United through all their ups and downs. It's pretty much in the song, Marching On Together. It says, we've been through it all together. We've had our ups and downs, mostly downs. It then goes on to say that the current situation is no longer sustainable, which is very hard to argue against, really. And they said that the narrow escape from relegation last year should have put Leeds on a platform for growth and progression this year, and instead Leeds have regressed. It then goes on to say that, basically the hiring of Jesse Marsh on the back of Bielsa was the incorrect appointment. They had taken something they basically publicized as being a like-for-like replacement for Marcelo Bielsa, when it became pretty clear pretty quickly that both Jesse Marsh's style of play and Marcelo Bielsa's style of play are not similar in a lot of ways. It then goes on to criticise the hiring of Javi Gracia as the fifth choice appointment. And it says other situations like the John Kevin Augustin stuff over the last couple of months, and the signing of Jorginho Rota for 35 million and leaving him on the bench on a consistent basis when Leeds needed a number 9 for right now. That's criticised. It cites the players as well, and it says their lack of professionalism, and they specifically in the 5-1 home trashing to Crystal Palace is called out, and they ask for immediate change to be made for the first team coach and those responsible for the recruitment of managers and players brought in over the last 14 months. So it's pretty much an indictment saying that Javi Gracia, his team, and Victor Orta need to go, is what they're pretty much saying. So it says that they're due to meet the club this week, and they hope the club will respond to this statement before they meet with them. As of 1:25 on Monday, the 1st of May, they have yet to acknowledge this statement. Now, it might change because there's some statements coming out of the club all day. I'm trying to keep an eye on the official site as well, just in case it does come out. Let's talk about stuff that has come out, and the players have responded to a video that emerged yesterday evening online, which just one of the things I'm talking about as a low point. Now, it should be said that this video shows a number of Leeds United players walking past fans and ignoring them with headphones on and heads down in their phones. What it should be said is as well that certain players, Jack Harrison, Javi Gracia himself, Luke Ayling, did stop with fans slightly before this. There was an earlier part, there's a longer version of that video floating around. So it shouldn't be said that every single player, but a lot of the players really should hang their heads in shame about how they treated the supporters yesterday, and are expecting a positive reaction from the fans, but treating the fans the way they've treated them lately, it's hard to see any kind of a positive reaction. So, seeing a small young boy in a full Leeds kit, waving and calling Chris Somerville, who just ignores him completely, is hard to see. Pascal Struijk walks around the pillar to avoid it. And then the killer one for me, and the big one in this one, is that a security guard wearing Leeds branded apparel steps in front of the child then to block the cameras from basically showing this kid standing there looking for autographs. It's a bad look. The optics are bad. It doesn't look good on the back of what has been a horrendous period of time. Leeds going into the games basically needing 5 to 9 points out of the 3 games against Fulham, Leicester and Bournemouth, and coming away with 1. And then to see that kind of stuff coming out. There is a video of Luke Ayling saying something as well, but the more I look at the video, the more I don't believe Luke Ayling is saying what people are saying he's saying. It looks like something different to me. So, until Luke addresses that, we won't get into that, but it's hearsay. What what the players have basically said in response to all of this is that the video emerged. Players have released a statement today, basically. Would you say apologizing for it? I don't know if apologizing for it is the right answer to this, but I'll go through the statement. You'll see it on screen here now, and we'll go through it. As a first team squad at Leeds United, we wanted to reach out to the fan base regarding yesterday's game and the subsequent post on social media. Firstly, the performance was not good enough. There is no other way to look at it, and the only way to respond is on the pitch. Leeds fans travel up and down the country in huge numbers and deserve more than this. What is just as concerning to us as a group is a video online of us leaving the hotel. Words cannot express how sorry we are to the youngster in the video wearing the Leeds kit is not showing more love from the squad. On a match day, we do an activation walk before and after. This is when we stop for photos and autographs to ensure we interact with our fans, but also that we are on time when leaving for games. However, there is no excuse for not acknowledging fans, and if the parents of the fan wearing the Leeds kit in this video could make themselves known to us, we would be grateful. We do not believe this fight is over, and we will keep going until the last ball is kicked this season. Thank you again for your support. It's a reactive statement. It's great to see the players doing all this media work with kids and with charities and stuff when Leeds have their cameras with them and the social media team are active around them. This is a situation where the social media team are not in full flight, and we got to see the players in a pretty raw situation. It's not a good look. I've seen Manchester United players and Chelsea players ignoring their fans. They walk into the ground. They forget who pays their wages. They really, really do. And it's, considering how far we've come from Bielsa having them picking up rubbish and humbling the players to say to them that you've got to respect the fans will work hard in order to come and watch you and support you at the weekend. To this it's a poor look. So I'm going on a bit here, so I'm sorry. I'll crack on with this. The next bit to come across and to wrap up is the Leeds board are having a meeting currently. Apparently, Graham Smith and the Daily Telegraph have also confirmed this. And again, I should timestamp this at 1:28 p.m. on Monday, the 1st of May. This situation may have changed or escalated or evolved by the time somebody else watches this video. Basically, what they're saying is Gracia has come under criticism from the supporters for the poor run of results. According to the Telegraph, Leeds board have been in meetings since yesterday evening and all day today, considering whether or not to replace Gracia as manager of Leeds United. What they're also saying is they may be looking to reinstall Michael Skupala as the interim coach until the end of the season. Gracia seemed resigned to his own demise, I suppose, yesterday when asked by Adam Pope in an interview. Did he feel he had the backing of the management of the club? And he shrugged his shoulders and said, "We'll know when we'll see if I'm still here next week." It's a sad ending. It started off so well for Javi. It really, really did start off so well. I'm not saying anything happened in the dressing room at halftime against Crystal Palace, but something changed in that 15-minute period and undone everything that Gracia had done up to that point. I do feel sorry for him. I keep saying the same thing. It's not 100% Jesse Marsh's fault. It's not 100% Javi Gracia's fault. It's not even 100% Michael Scubada's fault. This is a shocking indictment of the recruitment of the club and a poor recruitment model that's left Leeds in a situation where, yeah, we've got one or two good players out of the recruitment, but ultimately a poor recruitment. The players that are brought in for now either aren't interested or aren't putting the efforts in. The players that were brought in for the future aren't ready for this level, and it's been bad. It's been really bad, and I'm sorry for being a bit negative today, but there's so much stuff over the last couple of days. You go into the game yesterday. This is kind of, I suppose, the short version of the match review, and we'll be on Just Joe's show tonight at 10:30 on Joe's channel if you want to catch the full debrief from yesterday. But when you look at it again, it's a poor match day selection. It's reactive tactics. Leeds don't make the changes until after Bournemouth score. Leeds don't make changes until after Bournemouth make changes. It's a poor shape. It's players playing out of position again. We're back to square pegs and round holes, and it's poor defending. Another mistake from a goalkeeper who's been under serious pressure recently as well. And it's just been back to back mistake, and it's starting to become tough to take. You fear for Leeds going into the last 4 games this season against Man City, Spurs, Newcastle, and West Ham, considering the amount of goals we've conceded, and not only the amount of goals we've conceded, but the amount of goals we've conceded to the teams we've conceded them to. Conceding 4 against Bournemouth and 5 against Crystal Palace, you will be concerned going into a Newcastle and the Manchester City game of what they could potentially do to us. So a change is probably needed. I've seen a lot of people talking about Graham Potter. You're not going to get Graham Potter. Forget about it. Bielsa coming back. Love to see it. Can't see it happening unless the 49ers step in and organise something for preseason. He hasn't signed his contract with Uruguay yet, but if he's given his word to take it, it'd be very hard to talk him out of it. Maybe a change of ownership would see that as a possibility. I don't see it happening personally. And then the other option I saw today was Brendan Rodgers. I like Brendan Rodgers. I think he's a decent manager. And could we get a tune out still the rest of the season? If we do go down as Brendan Rodgers, the kind of coach to bring you back up, would he manage in the Championship again? Tough to see. But the logical appointment, I suppose, in the short term looks like Skubala and then reassess in the summer. So we'll have to wait and see. It's been a poor weekend and a bad couple of days for Leeds. So I apologise for being a bit more down than normal, but it's not. This one got to me. This weekend got to me a lot. Not just the result, but seeing the stuff with the players online as well. It's we've fallen a long way from when Bielsa came in, haven't we? And hopefully we can get back and hopefully the players that are there under him can dig in now and try and get something out of the next 4 games. Maybe a couple of points, maybe a point against Spurs, point against Newcastle, a point again, maybe 3 points against West Ham. If we can sort this out, maybe that's enough to keep us safe. But we are relying now on every single team below us to make mistakes. So anyway, folks, that's going to be it for me today. I'll be back tomorrow with more news. I'll be on the final word with Joe tonight on the Just Joe show. Check that out on YouTube as well. And with a full debrief of the game from over there. Have a great day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.